With the Turrican Collection for Evercade, we welcome the famous Run and Gun series to the platform. With 8 great games plus 2 special Director's Cut variants, the Turrican Collection boasts hours of all-action blasting with expansive levels and massive bosses to take down. Let's take a closer look at the games in this collection. Turrican is the game where it all began. The version we have on Evercade is the 16-bit home computer version that was first released in 1990. Armed with a variety of powerful weaponry, you're tasked with tracking down the dreaded Morgul and destroying him, much as the legendary hero Devlon did so many years ago. Across 5 different worlds you'll need to explore, battle enemies, power up your weaponry, and discover valuable treasure as you aim to complete your quest. The composer, Chris Hulsbeck, composed individual music tracks for every single sub-level of the game in this 16-bit version, so be sure to crank the volume up loud and enjoy this incredible soundtrack to the fullest while you play. Released the year after its predecessor, Turrican II The Final Fight is an oft-cited favourite for many fans of the series. It's where the series started making an effort to have more consistent lore, introducing the series' recurring villain, the Machine, and giving the hero a name, Bren Maguire. Developed with 16-bit home computers in mind rather than being a port of an 8-bit title, Turrican II is one of the most technically proficient games of its era, boasting smooth and colourful visuals, parallax scrolling, huge levels, and deadly bosses to tussle with. Turrican II's soundtrack is once again composed by Chris Hulsbeck. This time around, Hulsbeck developed a technique to produce considerably more complex, texturally rich compositions than many other games of the period. The game's score is famous enough to have had live orchestral performances, so once again turn up the volume or equip yourself with a good pair of headphones and enjoy one of the finest game soundtracks of the early 90s. (1993's Super Turrican marked developer Factor 5's first foray into console development, and the game is all the more remarkable for having been put together without an official console development kit. A contact from the German intelligence service managed to reverse engineer the console and build Factor 5 their own development kit. The originally released version of Super Turrican had been trimmed down to fit on a 4 megabit cartridge. Super Turrican Director's Cut, which is also included on this Evercade cartridge, is a more complete 6 megabit version of the game from late 1992, from before the cut downs to fit on the smaller cartridge occurred. Try out the Super Turrican that might have been.
Power up.
Mega Turrican began life as the 16-bit home computer title Turrican III, which you can also play in this collection. Due to the changing software market of the mid-1990s, developer Factor 5 switched its focus to the console version, but the home computer version ended up coming out first anyway due to the console version facing numerous publishing-related challenges. Mega Turrican's big new addition to the series was the plasma rope, which allows you to grapple and swing around the levels. It took 6 months of development to get this feeling just right, and it's an integral part of getting around Mega Turrican's levels. Mega Turrican's Director's Cut is also included in this collection, which features the set and order of levels that was originally submitted to the game's first potential publisher, plus some small visual changes here and there. Although Turrican III is built on the same base as Mega Turrican, it's a distinct game with its own look and feel. Be sure to try all the variations available in the Turrican collection and see which is your favourite. If you fancy a quick blast, the score attack variations of Mega Turrican and Super Turrican are ready for you. With each featuring a unique, specially designed level designed with arcade style play in mind, these short form Turrican challenges task you with finding the most efficient and highest scoring route to victory. Play solo to beat your best score, or compete against a friend to see who really is the Turrican master. Super Turrican II is one of the most sought after entries in the series. As a 1995 release, it was a late addition to its host platform's library, and has thus become quite hard to find in its original format in more recent years. It's an impressive effort designed as a showcase of everything Factor 5 had learned about console development. Coming on a 16 megabit cartridge, Super Turrican II adopted a more linear style than its predecessors, drawing heavy inspiration from Japanese style run and gun games and providing plenty of opportunities to show off technical effects such as scaling, rotation, simulated 3D sequences and even pre-rendered cutscenes. Chris Hulsbeck returns on soundtrack duty too, bringing new orchestral flourishes to the game's score. For fans of 16-bit games, Super Turrican II is an audio-visual feast for the senses and well worth experiencing to the fullest. The Turrican Collection is available for Evercade from February 2026. Find out more on the official website.